What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shaquille Leon, and on my channel we vlog. I'm a boxer, and we give out advice mostly directed at millennials. So on today's topic, after hearing from a couple of my friends, it seems like a lot of millennials or young women and men between the ages of 18 and 25 go through the phase of not staying on track of their goals. Like sometimes you have goals that you're deeply passionate about, but you have a hard time staying focused on that goal. Between those ages of 20 to 25, I like to call it the roaring 20s. They call the 1920s the roaring 20s, but this is the real roaring 20s because during these years, you're really trying to figure yourself out. You're really trying to find out who you are, what you want to do, things of that nature. So I feel like it's the real roaring 20s. Now, first things first, if you do fit the roaring 20s category, then I want to give you a round of applause because a lot of people between the age of I won't even put it in an age group. A lot of people in general don't have goals. They just live day by day. So if you do have goals, then I'd like to applaud you for that. Now today, I'll be giving you a few tips that I use personally that's worked for me to stay motivated on my goals. So to start it off, one of my big and main goals at the moment is to compete in the Olympics. And that's a hard thing to accomplish, and very few people accomplish it. But nonetheless, that is one of my biggest goals right now that I'm really, really passionate about. And to be honest with you, sometimes I do feel down. Like my last fight was in June in Bermuda, and I feel like I could have done much better. Prior to that fight, I fought in the Golden Gloves where I went to the semifinals, and I lost in a close split decision match. And things like that can set you off track on your goals, but I'm gonna tell you exactly what I did to get right back on track. Now, if you are one of those people that do have goals, you're always gonna get hit. Believe me when I tell you, it's not gonna be a smooth road to success. So, like after losing the Golden Glove semifinals, it hurt, and it did set me back mentally. I've seen more mental than anything else. Like it couldn't have set me back physically, but it set me back mentally, knowing that I worked hard, but I didn't accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. But to be honest with you, I could have worked harder. There's things I could have done to put myself in a better position to be more physically capable, throwing more punches, more movement. But I slacked off a little bit due to prior success. Prior to that fight, I got a knockout in the previous fight, and I was feeling myself, so I didn't train as hard. What I did when I fumbled, when I lost that fight, is I had to sit back and I had to evaluate myself. The thing is, a lot of us just try to jump back into things, which is fine, it works for some, but for me, it didn't work. Because I didn't jump back in with the same passion. I lost a little bit of that passion from what happened in my last fight. I lost a little bit of that drive because I just felt like I was so invincible and unstoppable, yet I lost. So it caught me and it humbled me a little bit. So the first thing that I had to do was really analyze the situation. Like, okay, I lost. What did I do wrong? What could I have done better? So the first thing you have to do when you reach that setback is to analyze yourself. All right, you have to analyze yourself before you jump back into it. You gotta make sure you're ready to do this again. Are you still passionate about it? You have to remember what made you start. What's the goal? You gotta remember who you're doing it for. That's what I had to do, and that got me back into the rhythm of things. You have to know that no matter what happens, you're gonna keep pushing. For me with boxing, the Olympics is so big for me, and it's not only big for me, it's big for everyone around me. It's big for kids that grew up and weren't as privileged, for them to see that you could come from a background that's not as pleasant as everyone else and still make it out to be something. It is important for the people that I've worked with to see that you could start from scratch. You know, you could start with a 9 to 5 and work on your goals on your time off. Work on your goals when you're not at work. Work on your goals after or before work and achieve it. It's so important for me to do it, not only for myself, but to everyone that I ever ran in contact with, because if you've known me long enough, then I would have surely opened my mouth and spoke about boxing or the Olympics or where I want to be. You have to make sure your why is powerful. You have to make sure your why is more stronger than any obstacle you could get hit with. That's the first thing. And if your why is important more than any setback, you'll achieve your goals. It's all about why you're doing it. What made you start? You got to always come back to the basics. Sometimes you'll reach a certain level of success in whatever goal you set, and you'll backpedal because you feel like you made it. But you got to keep pushing. You got to keep going. You got to remember that there's a ladder, and what I believe is there's no top. What I believe in, there's no top to that ladder. You could keep climbing. You could keep climbing and keep climbing. Don't stop. Don't stop. All right, so boom. First thing for sure is to understand your why. Why you're doing it. That's gonna take you so far. Now, second thing that I say, if you wanna stay focused on your goals and really achieve your goals, distractions. You gotta let distractions go, no matter what the distraction is. Drinking a gallon of water a day. Fitness vlog coming up. I'm gonna show you how to lose some weight too. But definitely, you have to cancel out all distractions. If it doesn't help you, you gotta let it go. No matter what it is, you might have to cut your mama off. You might have to cut your sister off. You might have to cut your brother off. It's all about protecting your energy. It's all about protecting you. It's all about protecting your sanity. It's all about protecting your flow of things. If anything is not working for you, you gotta let it go. You have to let it go, and you can't feel bad about what you let go. You gotta remember why you're letting it go. You have a goal. You have a goal, and you can't in life. You can't get something for nothing. There's a cost that you have to pay. You can't shortchange success. You can't put it on credit. You gotta pay it in full. Success wants all your money. Not money necessarily, but it wants everything. It's gonna take everything out of you. So the second thing that you definitely have to do is you have to cut off those distractions. You have to. And now the third thing, you're gonna love this one. You're gonna love this one. Put in the work. A lot of y'all is going on talking about, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, but then you sitting there playing Fortnite. You sitting there at the club smoking hookah. You gotta put in the work. You have to put the work in. You have to put the work in. Talking about it ain't gonna get it done. You gotta get up and grind. You gotta get up and study. You gotta get up and go to the gym. You gotta get up and go to that job. You gotta do what you have to do to get what you want. It's not gonna come. It's not gonna sit on your lap. You're just gonna wake up one day and boom, I'm successful, just because. You gotta put the work in. Now, I'm not gonna lie, because I've been through it by myself. It's not easy. Sometimes you're not gonna feel like it, but you have to, and that brings you back to the first thing. You have to have your why, and your why is gonna help you to keep pushing. You have to. You have to put the work in. You can't just get it. I wish it was like that. I have to put the work in. In order for me to get ready for my fights, a lot of times I'm sparring, a couple rounds with big guys. I get hit, boom. I got a mark somewhere on my permanent from a cut from sparring. You have to put the work in. You're gonna have to walk through that fire. But believe me, when you walk through that fire, you come out on the other side, yeah, you're gonna be strong. You're gonna come out like that. You're gonna feel good. But you have to get through it though. You have to. So those are 3 things that you could definitely use to keep yourself on track, stay motivated. If you plan on applying any of these tips to your personal life to reach your goal, make sure to comment below, subscribe, like the video, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Hopefully you'll see me in the 2020 Olympic trials. That's my next big goal that I'm in pursuit of. and you'll see me there.